Hello, everybody, and welcome to Blown to Bits, the podcast where we sit in a basement and fart a lot.
Ryan does.
Yeah, it's pretty rank.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Today we have a special guest. We have Randi with us.
Hello.
Charlie's lover.
Yeah, she's
Significant other.
my hot piece of ass.
I go by all of those things. Thank you so much.
Lover of Charlie's penis.
Nice to be here
Yep.
to not talk about Charlie's
You
penis.
can't.
Before the show, Charlie was like, I told her not to talk about my penis, so I'll do it for her.
Thanks, Ryan.
The loophole has been found.
I don't think we're allowed to talk about holes.
Well, you could write it down. Write it down and pass a note to somebody. I mean, he didn't say
Slide
you
it
couldn't
over.
do that.
I don't know that I'm drunk enough for that.
So how are you nerdy? You're on a nerdy podcast.
Well,
What are your qualifications?
I have a leg devoted to the Lord of the Rings and a leg devoted for Harry Potter tattoos. I play some video games. I am not a part of the PC Master Race, however.
She was a part of the 15-hour long board game we played.
Oh
or 12-hour long
God.
or whatever.
Yeah, my brother, for his birthday, we played. He estimated it would take between 8 and 10 hours, but we were there for like 14 hours.
What?
For, what was it?
Twilight Imperium.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
So
what you were
Chutes
talking
and
about.
Ladders?
Yeah.
Monopoly. Monopoly will take that
Yeah.
long.
Risk used to take really long.
Gosh.
Yeah.
With my
Most
family.
definitely.
Yeah, so we fuck with board games.
Give me some of that bottle. Oh,
Sorry.
Jean-Luc.
Make it so.
I don't know. I've never been a board game guy.
I used to play a lot of board games when I was a kid. Stratego was one of my absolute favorites.
I bought that before we moved here so that you and I could play it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
Cool.
I have it.
It's been so long I don't remember how to play it.
It's still like brand new in the box. I mean, I got it out and I put the stickers on, so that we know who's who and everything. But it's ready to go.
Have either of you ever played Stratego?
I have not.
Dude, it's a really fun strategy board game.
Okay.
Mystery chess.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mystery chess.
It does, and a game would take what, maybe 2 hours, 3 hours.
Not even.
Yeah,
You can finish a game of Stratego in like 20 minutes or less.
Wow.
I mean, it's been so long.
Yeah, it's fast. Stratego is kind of like, it's like a chessboard, and you don't know what the other person's pieces are. They're all of them. It's almost like Guess Who mixed with chess.
Just 2 players? Or?
Yeah, just 2 players. And so you'll move a piece, and you can kind of guess. Like, you have to kind of guess before you attack a piece. Like, is this a bomb, or is this like the king, or do I want to so you can remember where pieces are, like by attacking with like a weak piece, and then they have to flip it around to kill your piece or whatever, and be like, I know where you are,
Okay.
It's really fun. At
It's
least it was for like 10-year-old me.
Yeah.
It's easy, easy to learn. Right. I don't know. That was like the only board game I ever gave a shit about. That and Mousetrap, but I never played Mousetrap.
You just put it together.
Yeah, you put it together.
And you're like, let's go. And you do
And
that
then
for
it
5
never
minutes.
works.
And yeah.
It worked for me.
It would work like halfway through and then stop, and you'd have to like poke it. Like, keep going.
I guess always when it got to the boot,
Mhm.
like that's when it would kind of screw up for me. But I don't know.
I got a secondhand version of Mousetrap, so like all of the pieces were like really worn in. Like some of them were
Was it like
kinda
Rat
broken.
Catch?
No, I mean it wasn't off-brand. It was just like we bought it at a yard sale for like $1, and thank God all the pieces were there. But some of them were just like worn, or like there's like one little latch missing, I think. That just like was always just a pain just to like just set it up so precariously. But like once we had that full flawless run, like it was my brother and I just lost our shit.
Dude, I went yard selling about 2 weeks ago,
Yeah, it was about 2 weeks ago.
and I went with my dad to his neighborhood, and it was like a community yard sale, so they had a bunch of cool stuff. Like,
Okay.
I bought my mom like one of those KitchenAids, like the mixers, for
yeah.
$30,
That's dope.
brand new, like one of the big ones.
Dope.
I had my eye on one of
And my
those.
dad bought every single puzzle box he found. I've never seen my dad like do a puzzle in his life. He has like no attention span whatsoever. I was like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I'm thinking about doing puzzles now."
Like jigsaw puzzles?
Yeah,
Okay.
Fuck around with the puzzle.
Yeah, he goes, I need something to relax and unwind.
He's not
It's
gonna be
very
relaxed
zen.
He's like,
when
I'm
there's
a puzzle guy
missing
now.
pieces.
It's like, well, yeah, you don't want to get them at a yard sale.
No, definitely not. They're cheap. Go to Walmart. You can get puzzles so dirt cheap
I
now.
wonder if
Yeah.
he's actually even opened any of the boxes.
Watch you like next time you go over, he's actually done like 5 puzzles, and you're just like, wow, okay.
Well, damn.
Sorry.
No, anytime I go over there, he's always watching professional frisbee golf on YouTube.
No.
Okay.
Is there like a World Series of?
Yeah, it's like golf. Like,
Oh man,
on-
like they have tours and stuff.
mhm.
Oh yeah.
Neat.
People make a lot of money doing it.
My dad, he's starting to get up there.
Okay.
He's actually sponsored now by a company.
Sweet.
I forgot what company.
He's got some money behind him.
Yeah, they're paying for all his gear and stuff, and like his
Wow.
entry fees, and I mean he's doing tournaments with like 100 people, and he's top 10 almost every time.
That's some skill right there.
And he's real humble about it too.
Mhm.
He doesn't think he's that good. Like he doesn't act like it, like he's real humble about it, but he is really good at it. I don't know, I never was into frisbee golf. I can't rip with the best of them. I'm too fat now.
I tried when like he first started,
Mhm.
and it was too exhausting chasing my kids around and trying to play at the same time.
Yeah, you have to like devote
It's like,
yourself
hold
to it.
me. So I'm like, got a baby in one arm and like trying to throw with the other.
Just you have a handicap. Just
Mhm.
like take 2
Like,
strokes off.
I mean, I understand the appeal, especially for like the younger guys. They go out there and just smoke a bunch of weed and play golf. My dad, he takes bottles of moonshine with him sometimes, and him
Ooh.
and his buddies will dip into that.
I can't see your dad drinking.
Dude, I drink with my dad all the time.
Really?
Yeah,
What's he like when he's drunk?
he never gets drunk. He just drinks.
He just drinks. That's weird.
I've been around him drunk maybe like 3 or 4 times in my life. Last time I saw him drunk was when my older brother came for vacation. We got a cabin up in Gatlinburg, and he was making margaritas for all of us.
Was he just a total nutball?
No, I mean, he's how he is, just drunk.
Exaggerated.
He's just a happy, lovey guy.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like you wouldn't think of it. My dad's like ex-military and kind of proper, but you get him around like my 2 youngest little girls, and I mean he's got party hats on, and he'll put a dress and pearls on and
I
have
believe
tea
it.
parties, and it's funny.
Yeah. He loves the shit out of those little girls.
It's funny what little girls will do to grown men.
Oh yeah, they'll make you do anything. Like it's kind of crazy. Like you don't realize until you have kids that you want to have those tea parties. You want to do those kinds of
Yeah.
things.
Speaking of having kids,
I can't get my cats to attend a tea party with me.
We can't train our cats to have tea parties.
for anyone watching, I've been trying to get these two to procreate for a while.
Not
Join
gonna
the
happen.
club. My
Mm-mm.
mom's been trying. We went to dinner the other day, and she was like, "So what's the big announcement?" And then
I got
ordered
another cat.
it. Yeah,
I beat Charlie at Mario Party.
I usually do.
Yeah, but not Mario Kart.
No.
Which one?
The most recent on Switch.
Mario Kart 8
8.
Deluxe.
Deluxe. Yeah.
I
Don't
think I
forget
played
the
that
Deluxe.
For a second.
Yeah.
I had that Switch.
It's fun.
Nothing
I mean,
will ever beat the 64.
I don't
64
know.
is legit.
My favorite one is the GameCube Double Dash.
Double dash.
Yeah.
Flipping between the
Don't
two
think I ever got
characters.
into that.
Oh, dude, it's so funny.
I don't think I ever played it.
It was fun because you could do co-op mode where one person was riding on the back, throwing the items and like leaning with their weight, and the other person's driving.
I never played that one.
Oh, dude, you should. It's crazy.
I liked the one on DS.
Oh, it was good. It was all right.
Yeah, I never owned any of the handheld Mario Karts, so there's like all those like exclusive tracks that I'm missing out on.
Well, I think the one on DS, I think what was so cool about it was a marvel of its time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because you're so used to playing Mario Kart on a handheld that's like Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo is flat,
Yeah.
and everything. And then the one on DS comes out and it's better than Mario 64, like, or,
Yeah,
you know.
it was like one of the first like 3D games to come out.
Yeah.
For the 3DS.
Yeah, it was truly impressive.
3D on like the 3DS still boggles my mind. How cool it is.
How soon it was.
It's
you know?
magic.
It's just fucking cool.
Fucking
Yeah.
magic.
No,
Oh, you mean the actual like where you turn up the slider on
Yeah.
the 3DS and it's
it's cool.
yeah. There's actually TVs like that, but I know there's an airplane going over.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah.
what is that?
It's your kids.
Sound like someone vacuuming upstairs.
No. But there was TVs that were supposed to do that were coming out or whatever, the glassesless 3D TVs or whatnot. But I don't think it ever hit mainstream because the viewing angle, because you had to be like dead on with it.
And 3D TVs didn't really catch on either. I remember going to Best Buy and like putting the glasses on and watching Avatar, and it was really cool looking.
Yeah, I had a little 3D TV. Sony released a PlayStation 3 3D screen you could get, and you could watch like 3D movies and play 3D games. Like Uncharted 3 had a 3D mode. A couple others. It looked like a giant PSP. Like it was just like rounded on the edges. It was kind of weird.
You been playing any video games lately?
No, we started Outward and then we moved and.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we
Y'all were
haven't-
playing Outward.
We haven't picked it up since.
Yeah, I brought it up the other day, but
Did you play Rocket League with him?
some hoots.
Some hoots? Rocket
Rocket
hoots? Yeah. Rocket dogs, as some people say
As
as well.
some people say.
I've never heard that. What people say, rocket
Well,
dogs.
That's one person.
we're
The
normies.
one person we know,
Yeah.
yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
What?
I mean, that's a cash fry like go to.
Do you have a game that you like love to go back to?
Yeah.
Wheel of Fortune.
That's cool. And this is
Yeah,
great.
Nice.
Yahtzee. Yahtzee on the phone.
Fable.
Fable. Right.
Which one?
The first one, Lost Chapters.
I liked the second one.
Yeah.
I like the third one.
The third one was too short for me, but it was really fun with like the co-op drop in and out.
I like
But-
that you could fart in people's face in the third one. That was the best part. Yeah.
I thought the second one was just an improvement on the first, and then the
Yeah.
third one was just kind of
Its own game.
Yeah, it was-
wasn't really the same.
it didn't have the same feel as the first two.
No, the third one was kind of like if you took Fable and mixed it with like SimCity a little bit, because you could buy out like houses and decorate them, and then you could like interact with each individual person that lives in a town and do
A
all
little
that
bit more
crazy-
management, like, oriented.
Yeah, and you could fart in their face,
And fart in the face.
Yeah, the first two were more adventure.
and you couldn't fart in people's faces.
That's,
Yeah.
I was a big fan. Like, I think the first Fable, like, I got that, like, right when it came out. And I just remember, like, just enjoying it, but, like, also feeling just slightly let down because I guess, like, there was, a good amount of hype going for that game.
It was supposed to be the Zelda of Xbox.
Right.
That's what it was supposed to be.
And it just, like, it was cool, but, like, I didn't, like, I guess just didn't get that kind of wow factor from what I was expecting.
it was the first game my brother actually like let me play, like all the way, and then we talked about it and we.
Was it the
bonded
first
over it.
game that you, like, beat?
The first game I beat was Final Fantasy 3.
Okay.
Super Nintendo. Me and my mom. So that holds a special place in my heart.
Did it together. How old were you?
I don't know.
8,
No,
12.
Probably 12.
17,
Probably 12.
82.
Yeah.
Pulling numbers out.
Last week.
Yeah. For Mother's Day.
Right? Well, I mean, you did get your mom a Switch for Christmas once, and she likes playing Zelda.
She does.
Who doesn't?
I need to pick that back up. Randy needs to break her leg again so she can,
That
like,
was
sit on the
so
couch for, like, a
fun.
week and a half.
Breaking your leg was so
No,
fun.
I fucked my knee up and I couldn't go to work, so I got to play Breath of the Wild. Like, I mean, I fucked my knee up like the week it came out, so it was.
Oh,
awesome.
sure.
It was. I mean, as far as injuries go, it was convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say about every 3 months I'll
Break your leg.
request a like vacation like for 2 days, and I'll take like a 5-day weekend just to do nothing but play whatever I'm playing at the time.
Man.
Wow.
It was Final
That's
Fantasy
nice.
this time.
Final Fantasy 14.
Too bad you didn't have Monster Hunter.
I still would have played Final Fantasy.
Yeah, you probably would have.
It's my all-time favorite game.
Besides Phantasy Star?
I think it's better.
Really? Oh, man.
I love Phantasy Star, but I've put thousands of hours into Final Fantasy and hundreds of hours into Phantasy Star.
I think Phantasy Star being in Japanese really hinders it too.
Mm-hmm.
Like that really bothers me a lot. Makes me angry.
If they would make like Final Fantasy with Phantasy Star Combat, it would be
Sold.
yeah.
Instantly.
Which they tried a little bit with 15,
Yeah.
but the world just felt too empty. There was too much open space.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of fields.
I didn't have a problem
play-
with the open space. I had a problem with them taking you out of the open world for like this whole second half of the game and making you do all this other stuff that made no sense as to why they would make this huge open world when they're going to just take you out of it.
Yeah, like throughout the whole game, there's this huge world, and the story missions you only get to see like 10% of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
The rest
Yeah.
you literally
You
have
just-
to go explore on your own. But there's no point to exploring on your own because there's
Fucking jack shit out
there's
there.
no reward to it.
Well, there's hunts. You can do the hunts and stuff like that, which they kind of helped out. And there were a lot of side quests if you went and looked for them that would take you out into the open world even after you beat the game.
Yeah, but even like the side quests weren't necessary. Whereas like with a lot of MMOs, like you get to a certain level and then you have to go do side quests
Mhm.
to be able to continue, level up to where
Yeah.
you can do the next story
grind a
mission.
little bit.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy, you could just breeze right through it.
Yeah. It was.
But the combat was really fun.
It was fun, but it was a little broken up. I felt like it was too. I don't know how to put it. It felt like it was unfinished. Like I was playing a game that hadn't quite been completed. Like they started working on the combat, and then they were like, "Yeah, fuck that. Let's just go work on the open world." And
Good
then,
enough.
Let's
Right.
make it pretty and people will like it.
Yeah,
Right.
it was pretty.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Prettier than Randy's penis.
My penis.
Oh,
It's purple.
that's.
We can talk
Did
about.
you mean to say that? Or were you trying to say Charlie's?
I meant Charlie's. Yeah, I did say I said Randy's.
She didn't say we couldn't talk about her penis. So,
I mean, it's okay.
How's your penis
it's
doing?
all right.
I mean, I guess it does belong to Randy.
It's in my-
So
Yeah, it technically is Randy's.
Oh, what? It's
What do you use it for?
she gets every other weekend
We have split cousins.
On
and
holidays.
holidays.
My penis is in an old Easter bucket. That's where I keep all of my sex toys.
Various sundry items.
Oh no.
I mean, not on purpose, but there was a bucket. It's
That's
the fuck it bucket.
the fuck it bucket in the hunker
It was that
bunker.
little
Oh, no.
Easter egg.
What have you been subjected to, Charlie?
No pegging.
No pegging.
No
Okay.
pegging. That's
Beads?
no.
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 She's making faces over there when I said beads. So
Whatever.
I think Charlie gets
The only
freaky.
beads in our house are Mardi Gras beads.
yeah, I was
Charlie-
about to say. I,
Charlie
think,
gets
I throw
freaky.
beads and I'm like, show me your teeth.
I feel like Charlie's
I've
Charlie.
known Charlie for a long time. Charlie gets freaky.
I get wild.
You don't
Yeah.
say no. That's your thing. You'll try anything once.
Right.
Twice if you're
Hey,
unsure.
Well, people have been known to be curious from time to time.
Yeah.
All right. What's
Nah.
this podcast about again?
Oh, whatever we
Whatever,
feel like.
yeah, whatever we're talking about.
Yeah.
Charlie's penis.
Hello, our 15 viewers.
Hello.
9.
Hi, Mom.
Do your parents still listen to this?
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the last one they listened to was when you were talking about getting chlamydia.
Yeah.
That was my favorite
Oh yeah,
episode.
and Sven. He saw us at Casual Pint
Mhm.
on Friday. Props to Sven for
Yeah.
listening.
Hi, Spen. That wasn't. What's his real name? Steven?
Hmm?
Jobin?
What?
What was his real name?
Sven.
Sven.
Yeah, Sven.
I thought you were saying Spin.
No.
I was like, who names their kid Spin?
No, Sven Rumberg.
Oh, Sven. Oh, Sven.
Yeah,
That reminds me
Mountain.
of How I Met Your Mother. Sven. This is boring. Push-ups.
You guys gonna come out to the voyage on Friday?
Just depends on when I get out. I think this Friday I'm scheduled to go in at 4, so
Maybe.
Rehearsal dinner.
rehearsal dinner,
Well,
working bar, who knows?
I'm not going as hard as I did last Friday. I gotta take Lona in the morning to a hair appointment.
No smoked rum.
Yeah, how long were you guys out over at Rod's?
Not long. We left right after
longer.
you did.
Okay.
Yeah, about 30 minutes after you did, we were gone. So, and
I could just imagine you guys staying there till like 3 in the morning.
I left my fucking cheese puffs.
Motherfucker.
Yeah,
You loved those cheese puffs.
I did. And I didn't even get to eat half of them. I'm so mad.
It's a tragedy.
Sorry about it.
$3.49 down the
Like the-
fucking pooper. Yeah, big old bag, cheese puffs, Cheetos brand, everything.
Yeah, legit.
Yep. So yeah, last Friday, all the guys from Blown to Bits and Nate, we all went out, partied hard. Nate had to work, so it was basically just us three. For-
He
Well, I
was
didn't-
giving us drinks.
I didn't
Yeah.
know how hard of a party it was going to be until we got to Bracken's, and Charlie was like, "I'll have a shot of whiskey and a beer," and I was like, "Oh, ho, ho, that's what we're doing."
Me
I'll
too.
show you. It's like, make it 3 rounds.
Yep.
And
So we got the idea while we were at Bracken's that we were gonna go crash our friend Rod that we used to hang out with and haven't seen on forever.
Yeah, like 8, 10
Yeah.
years.
For you,
Yeah, for me, it's been about like 8 to 10 years.
but I mean, the last time we actually like hung out with Rod was a good 6 years.
thereabouts, like good hangs.
He was in his underwear.
Yeah, so we just basically just walked into his house and went back
It's
to
like,
his
hey.
room and like opened the door, and he didn't recognize me at first because he had this like shocked look, and then he goes, "Oh hey!"
Who's a hobo in my house?
He's like standing there in his boxers. I swear, he was about to pork.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, he definitely
Yeah.
was. He
We
was.
She
blocked
said that he was about to give her nightly back massage,
Oh.
but we all know what back massages turn into.
Well,
Yeah, especially when you're
Sometimes.
half naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went out to the garage and hung out with him and his dad. His dad tried to teach Adam
was it cribbage?
cribbage.
Cribbage.
Oh.
I didn't He was horrible at teaching
Dude,
me
it
how
was
to play
it was
cribbage.
like
He didn't-
Rain Man trying to explain like
The point
Yeah.
system and the little
Yeah.
board with the pegs and like, okay, now how many pegs do you move it up? Fucked if I know.
Yeah.
I didn't even bother.
No,
I just paid attention like every now and then long enough to make fun of him.
What were we doing while he was trying?
Yeah, what were y'all doing? Because I was really focused. I was trying my best.
I was
not-
drinking.
Yeah. I was not focused
I was-
on much at that point in time.
I was drinking heavily.
Oh, y'all started scratching lottery cards.
Yeah. Rod's girlfriend was like, "I'm going to the gas station. What do you need?"
Smokes.
And I was like, "I'll take lottery tickets."
And she came back with scratch tickets.
She came back with like 10 of them.
Yeah.
And then we spent half an hour trying to figure out how to scratch them.
How they work. They were
Mhm.
confusing ones, though. I didn't get it at first.
Yeah, I just want something when I'm drunk to like scratch off and be like, "You win."
Yeah.
Oh, I got the cherries. Great.
Mhm.
I'm the winner.
It was a fun night though.
It was good.
I was happy to see Rod.
Yeah. He's one of those
Hadn't
people you could
changed.
just like not see in a long time and just like kind of pick up right back
Yeah,
where you left off.
because he's right where we left him.
Yeah, he hasn't changed at all. This is the same guy. I don't know.
Same big old laugh.
Laughs like a clown, man.
Yep.
I don't know. It was a pretty good night, but I don't want to repeat that volume of drinking for a while. You know, I can't do that. I can't hang like I used to, man.
I can.
Can you really?
I wasn't even hungover.
I wasn't really hungover either, but I did drink a lot of water before I went to sleep.
Speaking of hungover, how's that bubbly?
Would you like some?
No, I gotta work tomorrow
I'll try it.
I also have to work tomorrow.
Pass the bottle.
at 6:30 in the morning.
No.
Mm.
Yeah, the hours over at RT are friggin' sweet.
Pretty good.
They're really nice. Like, well, except for the days that I have to go in at like 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, when I edit
sorry.
this video, I'm gonna get a nice zoom in on that.
Not good. I
Yeah.
mean, not bad, but not good.
You insult our guest.
Looking perfect.
It's
Hell
salty.
yeah.
Maybe she would like the smoke or the smoke drum.
Oh God, don't don't bust that out.
Whoa.
He tried to make us drink this smoked rum after the last. Yeah, well, we did, but well, not as much as you think we did because you were drunk enough to where when you got up to go to the bathroom, I poured half my glass in yours.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. Oh. No, that shit was nasty. I don't think I've ever had nastier liquor than that. That reminds me, there's a podcast I listen to called The Comedy Button, and they do this episode. I don't know if they still do it yearly, but they used to once a year. It was called The Alcoholocaust, and they would basically have every viewer or listener would send them a bottle of the worst alcohol that they could find.
Oh, nice.
And they have a lot of listeners, a lot. And so they would just get all this shit in the mail, and it's just pure shit. I'm talking Rich and Rare, McCormick's and all that stuff.
Mad Dog 2020.
Yes, stuff like that. And they would just sit there and drink it until they were drunk and couldn't hardly talk on the microphones. And, dude, it was the greatest shit ever.
Trash cans right next to their chairs, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, it was pretty bad. And they were just taking small bits of each one because there were so many different things. They would be like, okay, let's try this one now. It's like, what?
Wow.
That's all the time we have.
Oh, man. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you. Excuse me.
The bubbles.
Yeah, the bubbles got me. As always, you can find me on Twitter at Talleon. That's at TALLEEON. And Charlie, Ryan, Randy, where can y'all be found?
I can be found. This is Charlie, by the way.
You do that every fucking
I know,
time.
it's wonderful.
It's his thing.
It's my thing. At @shunt_trip at Twitter. And the same moniker on any music service that you can listen to. You can find my music. New song out. My Cheesy. Check
New
it.
album.
New album.
That was my baby's first words.
That's awesome.
I'm not even kidding. She just looked at me one day, and I don't even think she meant to do it. She just went, "My cheesy."
Wow. That album is dedicated
to my kid.
Yeah, well, I'm on Twitter at Randizzles.
Randizzlers, not Randizzlers, Randizzles.
Oh, this is
Is that how you spell
this
it?
is Instagram, Randizzlers.
Okay.
That's Instagram.
Yeah,
Okay.
Twitter
Yeah.
is
The
just
IG.
covered.
Her Twitter is really funny.
She's got a good one.
If I've been drinking, yeah. Yeah.
So.
Thank you.
Look out tonight. There we
Yep.
go.
And I'm on Instagram at RTLTC.
Yay! Thank you, everyone. Bye.
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 Randy, say bye.